What do you think? Just give me a general view. Smile emoji if you think social media is good for your mental health. But if you think it's not good, click the cry emoji. If you think it's 50-50, you don't have to vote. But if you think it's 60-40, just make a choice. Just make a choice, okay? Do you think it mostly good or mostly bad? Mostly doesn't mean 100%. It means more than the other one. Mostly. Do you think it's mostly good or mostly bad for your mental health? This health in your head? That's the question we're asking today. And I think it's definitely a difficult question, but an interesting one to ask. Is it hard to answer? Yes. Mostly bad, no more than 2 hours social media. Bad for me, I understand. I totally understand. This is super personal, right? It's a personal thing for you. Difficult to decide. I understand. So, you can see people think it's bad, but it's not far from a 50-50. And I think that represents how we feel. We know that there's a lot of bad about social media. It's been proven, but there's also some good things. Like this, learning English together. Definitely good for your mental health, right? Or is learning English with Lucas not good for learning English together? Definitely good for your mental health, right? Or is learning English with Lucas not good for your mental health? Maybe on a challenge day. Maybe on a challenge day it's not good for your mental health. It breaks your brain apart. Yeah. Maybe accept the challenge day is good for your mental health. But that's the question. But it's a really difficult question to answer. If it's good for your mental health or not. It's really difficult because there's so many things about it. So I thought to break up the question, like research, to break up the question, like the last time, I'm gonna ask you a few questions, all right? Last Sunday, I asked you a few questions, then you asked me questions. I have a few questions about mental health. And I want to know how it makes you feel. Because if I say, is social media good for mental health? It's tough. What's mental health for you? Social media, like everything? It's tough. Absolutely. So let's make it a little bit easier. I'm gonna give you the smile and cry emoji again. And what I want you to do, my friends, I'm gonna give you the smile and cry emoji again. But what I want you to do is tell me without thinking. Without thinking, just answer the question. Don't think about it. Just click happy or sad. Can you do that? Can you do that? Because I really want to know. I really want to know. Like this. So the question is, instead of is social media good for your mental health? The question is, does social media make you feel happy or sad? Just click the button. Click the button without thinking. Does social media make you feel happy or sad? Don't think about it. Just put in the first thing that comes to your mind. Happy, smile emoji, sad, cry emoji. That's the question. Does social media make you feel sad? This is interesting though. This is interesting that most of you, it's annoying. I know there's nothing I can do about it. It's interesting that most of you, it makes you feel happy. Because before, when I, it's interesting that most of you, it makes you feel happy. Because before, when I chat, please, Wi-Fi, can we work? Otherwise, maybe I'll go to the roof. Maybe the internet is better on the roof? Who knows, man, who knows? Super duper lag, yes. It's the Wi-Fi. I told you the Wi-Fi is spotty. Let's just try mobile data. Let's try mobile data. Okay? It doesn't make me happy. I see validation. I see a lot of validation seeking and less educational content. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of people just look for validation on social media, sharing their clothing, sharing their dinner, sharing their life. And they say, yeah, I do it because people like to see it. Who cares? No one cares. Well, she got a new dress anyway. No, it's because you like to share the happy moments in your life. Remember, most people will never share bad moments on social media. So it's just a one-piece view, right? It's just a view from one side. There's a few people that show bad moments, but most people only show the best, happiest, greatest moments. Because it makes other people happy, obviously. We love watching excited people. We love watching those happy people. Maybe if we break up, we like to watch the people that are sad. Because we know how they feel. So the question is just, does social media make you feel happy or sad? It's a much easier question to answer. Also think about this, when you are asking people questions in English, ask a simple question to answer. Don't just say, how do you feel about life? Such a difficult question. If you have to say right now, if life makes you happy or sad, how does it make you feel? Much easier question to answer. Think about that for a moment when you are asking people questions. Because sometimes you ask me a question, I'm like, I don't know how to answer that. I have no idea. And it stops conversations, all right? It stops conversations. All right, so question number one from me to you was, does social media make you feel happy or sad without thinking about it? Normally, this is the real answer. This is your real answer. This is your intuitive answer. Your gut answer, as we say, G-U-T. You have that gut feeling. You can also have a gut answer. I think, at least when it comes to our community, it makes me feel so happy. It makes me feel so happy I can help so many people with something as easy as teaching some English every day. And I think that's the beautiful thing about social media, that you can find people for support if you need them. You can find people to help out, people you look up to maybe. And that's the beautiful thing about social media. But you have to agree that there's a lot of trash on social media. The biggest part of social media, in my point of view, is trash. It is just there to fill your brain with useless, valueless information, with stuff that doesn't matter to your life at all. Like today, maybe I watch a short review of a game. I don't play this game. I have never played this game. But still, I watch this video. Why? Because it's entertaining. It doesn't do me any good. It's not gonna help me tomorrow. but it makes me kind of happy. But is that really happiness? That's a whole different question. Is that really happiness? I think I don't remember who said it. I think it was a psychologist or a neuropsychologist. He said, you gotta get away from this fake dopamine, this fake happiness that social media gives you. Because when it's not there, maybe you feel lonely, you feel alone, but that's your real life. And you gotta make sure that your real life has real happiness. And that not only watching somebody on social media gives you happiness, but that you have other sources of happiness. Okay. I think it was a great question to start out with. Does social media make you people feel happy or sad? We all have our own idea. We all have our own ideas about it. And I just want to know what you guys think. Right now, I want to open up the microphone. Why is it overheating? Give me a second, guys. TikTok says my phone is overheating. I'll take the cover off. Sorry, guys. It's hot in Bali, okay? It's hot in Bali. My phone is overheating. Ow, I just scraped my leg. Okay, good. So, right now, yeah, thank you. The orange juice will cool down my phone, I'm sure. Yes, Valeria, this is gonna help out. This is gonna help out my phone. Appreciate it. There was sound of rain. That was an airplane. That wasn't rain. That was the airplane. You need the AC gift. I have a fan right here. The fan should also be cooling down the phone. It's okay. You cannot hear the fan. Fan is right there. Thank you for the rose. I appreciate you. What did I say? Right now, I want to open up the call to you. What do you want to say about this first question about social media? Does it make you feel happy or sad? And why? Tell me why. What part of social media makes you happy? You can call me in the multi-guest down below and I will pick you up. Hey, Fatma,
Hi,
how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. So, what do you think about the topic, social media?
Um, for me,
How does it make you feel?
it depends on the condition of our mood actually. Or sometimes we can feel so sad when we see something bad or something that we don't like, the condition of someone else or a bad news about something that we
Mm-hmm.
never thought that it could happen. So maybe it can make us feel so sad, but we can also feel enjoy and happy for even when we feel so sad we need to get
Mm-hmm.
entertainment, and social media is one of the best way for me to
Well, it's a quick
make me
way,
feel better.
right?
Yeah, so maybe I
But don't you?
can watch some funny video or some
Sure.
something that can make me feel better,
But if
and
you
then we can
say,
also, yes.
but if you say it like this, don't you think it's like comparing social media to fast food? Sure, it makes you happy, but is it actually good for you?
Yeah, It depends
What do
actually.
you think?
It always
It depends
it
on what.
depends on our mindset. What kind of
Hmm.
uh, information or what kind of knowledge we try to get from the social media. I mean, the positive thing that we could have. So for
Absolutely.
me, yes, we cannot judge that social media is bad. It's not always. It depends. Always it depends. I think that's I think that's all for me.
That's nice. No, it's a
Yeah, thank
personal
you.
view, isn't it?
Yeah, thank you so much.
And I think it's my pleasure. Thank you for sharing your point of view.
You too.
That's an interesting point. It depends on many things. However, if you're looking for something to make you feel happy, social media is always right there. It's always right there to help you out, to at least have a quick access to some happiness, to some dopamine. But like I said, isn't it the same as just fast food if you compare it in this way? Because fast food also delicious, but healthy? Question mark? We don't know. Just don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think? First of all, Fatma, great job. Well done. I also like fast food. I'm distracted. I just moved the fan. I turned it down a notch. Maybe you need to turn down the volume, Trinity. I lowered the speed of the fan and I moved it. So it's not directly in the microphone. Do anything in moderation. Good point. Moderation. Moderation. What does it mean to do it in moderation? Social media moderation. Not scrolling for 5 hours. That is moderation. You found old school friends and new friends? That's a good way. Yes, don't do it excessively. Not getting addicted. Yes. Moderation means not overdoing it, not too much. Good point. Good point. Is there somebody else who would like to share their point through the microphone? Just write a comment. Write a comment. Say, let me share my point or let me talk. And if I have your invite, I'll accept you. Me? Well, that's a one word answer, but okay, well, I'll accept it. I like it.
Hello,
Hello.
it's paused.
Good to have you here.
Good to talk to you.
It's my pleasure to have you. So, what do you think? Go ahead.
First, I want to thank you for bringing this discussion because it's very important, like for humanity. People don't talk about it, and a lot of people needs to talk about it. So, for me, it's positive. Social media's brought me many friends, connect me with a lot of people, and I
Hmm.
like this kind of interactions. I can meet people from
Sure.
around the world, so for me, this is positive again.
Good.
Are you there?
And go ahead.
No, it is it's like this. Like everything, we have the both sides. So if you don't use with moderation, as you said, it's dangerous. People can hide
Mm.
themselves in their internet profiles, and of course there's a lot of hate too, but you have to have um your mind okay.
Maybe you need to be strong.
Yes, but you also have to be confident about who you are and everything you do. So what people say won't take to you, won't get into you, to your head. Like
Sure.
we have,
Sure.
we see a lot of countries that don't talk about mental health. So we have a lot of problems of depression and everything like this, and this is scary. That's why I said it's important to talk about.
Do you think that in the countries where they don't talk about it, social media is more dangerous?
Um, yes, because people talk about what they think, and they they can't share with other, like a doctor or a friend, about how that subject affected them. So we have a lot of young people dying recently, actually because of this, because they suffer a lot of attacks in social media, and they don't know what to do. So
Maybe they feel pressured?
yes, pressure, and like um, aesthetic, or like comments, opinions. They People attack a lot behind a cell phone, or behind the computer. They don't put their face there. So this is something we have to be worried about.
Sure. But even with these ideas, you still think that social media is mostly good, especially for you personally.
Yes, you have to know how to use this what the word, this,
These platforms?
yes, something like this. You have to know how to
Sure.
use, so you can use for good things. You don't have to be a, I'm sorry, an ASSHOLE.
Absolutely. You just say
I don't want
you
you
have
to
the
get
power
banned.
to choose good or bad.
Yes, I don't want you to get banned. So you don't have to be
Thank
a
you.
bad person. You can use the internet for helping people, or making people smile and things like this. Because a lot of people, a lot of them, they just don't have this on their day by day life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for sharing your
And you
point.
can also
I think many
like engage
people
with Lucas.
agree. True. You're totally right.
Thank you for the
Well, thank you so much,
space.
Fernanda.
Okay,
I
bye bye.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
It's a good point. She says mostly it's, of course, a good thing, but partially it can also be very dangerous, especially because there are countries where they do not pay attention to mental health a lot. And it's true. There are many countries where some diseases, mental health diseases, just don't exist because they don't have the mental health experts for it. But thank you. Thank you for sharing. We appreciate your point of view. I appreciate it. I think you almost need to have a class before you enter certain platforms or certain social media places. Like, okay, you are gonna go here, this is going to happen. Um, and I think, especially for those people that are maybe not that tough, that are maybe a little bit weaker also in their daily life. No bad things, but maybe they're not as strong as in their shoes as other people. That could be important. It could be important to learn what's going to happen on social media and how to deal with it. People don't tell you, but one big thing about, being an influencer or being an English teacher is that you're going to get hate. No matter how good you do, no matter how many people you help, you're going to get hate by some people. Remember, Mr. Beast, most well-known guy on YouTube, he does a lot of good, but people criticize him all the time. Should you let that get to your head? No, of course not. You should do what you think is right. I have dealt with this a lot too. Not specifically here on TikTok, but a lot when I was in China. Like a lot of random haters, mostly because the age in China is younger. The age of people who watch social media is younger. So I would get a lot of hate for nothing. I'm like, I'm teaching people English, but you're not even American. I don't need to be American to teach English. That's like saying you cannot be a doctor because you weren't born a doctor. Doesn't make sense. Okay, you don't come out as a baby looking like a doctor. You learn how to be a doctor over many years. But it is stuff like that you need to understand is going to happen if you go to a certain platform. And some platforms, so social media, TikTok is a platform, Discord is a platform, Telegram is a platform. You need to know that they all behave differently. There are different people in different places. That's how it goes. You gotta prepare. Can I see it and rate it? I'm live streaming. Thank you for the rose. I appreciate you. Thank you, Rosangela, for all your support. Appreciate you a lot. Glad to have you with us. Societal. I think it's just social conditioning. What do you mean it's just social conditioning? I'm from the Netherlands. Nice to meet you, Jasmine. So, social media. I just wrote social media good, but right now we're talking about if social media makes you feel happy or not. I want to hear from one more person, a personal experience. Does it make you feel happy, yes or no? Just who wants to call? Just send a message right now and I will invite you to speak up and use your voice. It's a speaking practice day, guys. I know you edited the car video. Please don't spam. I am live streaming. Cannot watch the video right now. Brother. The next time you spam, we'll throw you out. Talking about a serious subject. So who wants to say something? This is your chance. Speaking practice. Go ahead. More water? Yes. Gotta keep drinking. Sorry. Listening practice. I'll check it after the live stream if I have energy. Also, it's Volkswagen. Volkwagn. All right. People are bots, like they follow what is in the live stream media. Yeah, exactly. Some people do that. Some people definitely do that. They just be like, oh yeah, that person said, so I'm gonna do the same thing. Slap them sometimes. Hydrating is crucial. Because lips police is in that, because it's hot. Okay, it's hot. You're not confident? Don't worry about it. That's why you're here, Rascal, to practice with all of us. You spoke 30 minutes ago in Discord? Good. think 50-50 can never be a 50-50. 50-50s don't exist. There's good and bad in everything. Um, who wants to speak? Oh, lovely D. There we go. I'm paying attention, guys. I'm paying attention, okay?
Hello. Hello, good
Hello,
evening.
good evening.
Yes. Yeah, let me
Glad to
introduce
have you with
myself.
us.
Yes, thank you,
Go
Lucas, for
ahead.
accepting me here. I'm so happy.
Of
Long time
course.
no see you also. Yes. So I'm from Indonesia. My name is Dee. Yes, sometimes also I open my live streaming for English session. I'm still learning about English,
Mhm.
but I like so much your accent and your information about English and then your style teach in English
I'm
session,
glad to
Lucas.
hear that.
Anyway, yes. So you want to know about my personal opinion about social media, right?
Exactly. Does it make you feel
Yes,
happy or sad? That's the
yes.
basic question.
Yes. So actually, social media for me is depend on us how to use, and also you know on social media I got everything what I want, like information, so how the way to get a solution or solving the problem sometimes, and also I can make it the new friend
Sure.
here, whatever, from the anywhere, any country. That's making me happy. I'm so happy so much. And also actually I'm
That's good.
personal like to talking a lot by English speaking. So I like so much to, yeah, I like so much to make it like room English, and then yeah, we can talking each other to get the solution or
Mhm.
solving the problem, something like that. For me, so the social media also has the negativity. So the negativity is,
Mhm.
for example, if you scrolling, you can got like the bad video about everything, like bad words, and then the guys or people, yeah, they has like a talking with truth, something like that. We have to filter also from our kids sometimes, because this is very dangerous. They
Mhm.
are will copycat easier. And yeah, of
Mhm.
course, if
Absolutely.
you are
So,
parents, we have to filter about it like this. Okay, Lucas, sorry,
so you
third
say
question.
it's so you say it's mostly good for you, but you have to be careful too.
Yes, exactly. Yes, it's good for
Mhm.
me because whatever you want to get the information on social media, you will get easily. But also you must to be
Mhm.
careful, because also sometimes social media make it you addict. Addict in negativity, like you over and over again to
Of
to
course.
coming in the social media. So you must to manage time. You must to manage the time because if you cannot to manage time, you will lose something in the in the real life. You lose something to do, a chance
Mhm.
in the real life, something like that. Yeah.
I
So
got it. I got it.
yes. So for me,
I
we
think we
have
all
to
agree with
has
you.
filter. Yes, you're right. Thank you, Lucas.
I think it is just about being responsible and taking
Mm,
care that you don't watch too many
yes.
bad things.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I mean, doesn't matter. Social media right now, with with anything we can got from that. But so you must to conscious to choose which one the good one for you, and then you must to skip the negativity also from social media. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think we all agree with you.
Yes. Thank you,
But
Lucas.
thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah, sure.
You're doing great. Keep on going.
Yeah. So
See you.
I'm finished. I go down because up to you.
But if you wanted to say one more thing about it, go ahead.
I want to stay here because I want to practice with you, Lucas. Actually, I like so much your how your ways to teach English. You know, I like to after this, if I got from you the knowledge, so I will can share with my friend on my live streaming after. So
Absolutely. I'm
I
so
want to
glad to
ask
hear
you,
that.
Lucas. Yes, Lucas, I want to asking you something. How to got the I mean the to absorb easier the a
All
lot
right. I'm going to
vocabulary.
stop you
Yeah.
right there because this is a topic for a different day.
Oh, you
But I
sorry.
will answer it super short, super quick. So,
Okay.
to remember any vocabulary, the most important thing is that you keep using it every day. No matter if it's new or it's hard to use, you
Mm.
gotta use it and put it in a sentence, different
Oh,
sentences. For a week, you're gonna remember it.
okay.
And if you have any other questions, I suggest just send me a message so we can stick on the subject for today. Thank you. I don't hear anything. Is it my Wi-Fi? Maybe it's my internet. Probably my internet. It's definitely my internet. Okay. Good to know. Okay. There you go. We're back. We're back. Your internet is fine. It's good. Good. So it's nothing bad. Okay. I really appreciate you sharing your point of view, but I gotta cut you off. Keep it to the subject because that's what we're focusing on. That's what we're focusing on today. Social media, good or bad. Um, Now you had a few point of views. People think about it a little bit differently, but in general, they say it's a good thing because Lucas, I can meet you. Good point, guys. Very good point. And I think she brought up a good point. Dee brought up a good point that it helps you to connect with people who maybe you have the same interests with. That is the beautiful thing about social media. It helps you connect to people with the same kind of interest. That's why on our Discord community, in the Discord community, we have all those different clubs, those different groups. Because not everybody likes to talk about pets. Some people like to talk about plants or travel or photography. This is why you're finding these different people. And you're finding these different people, and suddenly they're your best friend. That's how it sometimes can go. And that's the beautiful thing about a community like ours. So, I just want to ask you because I think another good point was social media is about moderation. Moderation, which means it is about balance. Not to do too much social media, but remember that there's like a real life out there. So my question would be to you guys right now. My question to you guys would be: can social media be addictive? And you can just say yes or no in the chat. Do you think social media can be addictive? Yes or no? What do you think? I am gonna bet that most people are going to say yes. Because we have all heard the stories. We have all, I need to put some more Vaseline on my thing. We have all heard the stories about it. And it can absolutely be addictive. However, remember, however, however, I think if you have a strong mental health and you set boundaries for yourself, then social media is not addictive to you. Maybe in general it might be, but for some specific people, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. Because if you take care of it, then it won't be. For example, for me, I will scroll social media so now and then, but it's not as addictive as it was a long time ago. I would just scroll and watch and scroll. But if I'm busy, I have a goal, and I have something more important going on in my life, then no, it is not addictive to me, because I'm addicted to teaching you guys English every day and focusing on that, which is a much better addiction. Maybe it comes down to if scrolling for you, swiping, if it became like a habit. Like you feel bored, the thing that you do is open your phone and start scrolling. Maybe it's more of it became your habit to do. Think about that. You could say it's too difficult not to do. Okay, so when you start doing it, you can count down. 10, 9, 8. I think it's a good thing for the rose. So I have another question for you. And I want you to again say yes or no. But think about this one. Think about this one for a second. Instead of just saying yes or no. Does social media make people feel lonely? Think about that. Does social media make you or other people feel lonely? Think about that. Does social media make you feel lonely, or is it the opposite? It makes you feel more connected. In your case, I'm not talking general, for you, how does it make you feel? Does it make you feel more lonely or not? Miserable? Well, welcome. No, it doesn't. Yes, no, yes, no, yeah. That's how it's going to be. It can be both. That's the question for you. How does it make you feel? As for me, no, there you go. That's the thing. We're gonna get yeses and nos because it has maybe in a different time, it makes you feel different. But without letting me say too much about it, I want you to talk again, okay? I want you to answer this question with your voice again. And after that, I'll give you my answer. Okay, Fernanda? But this time, I want to first hear your answers. Because we have a almost 50-50. So I want you to answer me first. Remember, this is not my English class. This is your English class. Wine, water. In a nice glass, though. It's also not a wine glass. You have to leave. See you later, Trinity. Thank you for your support. So kind. At the end, I have a meeting job again today. No, I will answer this at the end. I will upload this live stream tomorrow. If you miss it, don't worry. You can find this live stream tomorrow on YouTube. Like you can find yesterday's live stream on YouTube right now. We are talking about social media. Good or not good? Right now, the question is, does it make you feel lonely? You can call in, there's a multi-guest button. You can talk and share your point of view. Who wants to share their point of view? Just leave a comment. Just leave a comment. And you can tell us how you feel. Thanks for the coffee, Bella. Appreciate your support. And thanks for the finger hearts, Sella. Maybe sometimes not. That is very questionable. Maybe sometimes not. You're ashamed to talk? Join our Discord community, okay? You can practice with so many shy English learners together. How does it make you feel? Who wants to talk? You need to leave a comment. I'm not going to answer the people that are just calling. You need to leave a comment. You feel lonely with social media such as Facebook, hence I deleted from my device. Yeah, that can be a good point of view. You feel disgusted? No, I'm asking if you feel lonely, not if you feel disgusted. You're in the kitchen? Nice. Enjoy cooking. That's the question. Does it make you feel lonely or not? Who wants to talk? This is your opportunity to improve your speaking with me. Don't tell me you want a private class. Right now is your chance to talk to me, guys. This is your chance. I'm not doing one-on-one classes. Right now you can make it one-on-one. So leave a comment down below. Tell me how you feel. Does social media make you feel lonely or not? Read my comment, Lucas. I am. Did you say you want to talk? You have an opinion about Facebook? We all have an opinion about Facebook, probably. Hello.
Hello,
Nice to
Lucas.
meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. I'm from Pontianak, Indonesia.
Welcome. Glad to have you with us.
Yeah, thank you for having me here. I wanna practice
Of
my
course.
English.
Well, you can do it right now by telling us, does social media make you feel lonely or not?
Yeah, social media. Nowadays, you know that social media is necessary tools that people use, including and
It is
for me,
necessary, yes.
yeah, it's necessary. And for me, social media have two sides. Like if we use social media wisely, social media have a good impact for us. But yeah, if we careless use social media give a bad impact for us. And yeah, sometimes we feel lonely even though we use social media. But yeah, some comment make us feel lonely, and we have what distress, like that feeling.
But
And
don't you think it can also help you connect with people?
yeah, but then the good side of social media, we connected with another people from another side of our world, like that. So but yeah, sometimes we feel lonely even though in the what like even though we're surrounded by people. But sometimes we feel lonely because we watching or read something news from social media that have like a bad impact for us like that.
Sure.
Yep, yep.
Yes. And how does it make you feel if you see, people being happy, but you're just sitting home alone?
Yeah, yeah, like
Do you
wow.
think that makes you feel more lonely, or is it just that's okay, that's their life?
Yeah, sometimes like we try to adjust the situation. Oh, how PTMI, and sometimes we try to enjoy the happiness of those in social media like that. And yeah,
Sure.
I depend on our point of view, what we think about the people or those in
Exactly.
social media. Yeah, like
That's
that.
why I'm asking. So thank you for sharing. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Lucas. Thank you.
And
Yeah.
keep on practicing your English. It sounds really good.
Oh, yeah. Because like until now, I'm still learning. That's why I try
Hmm.
to speak.
That's why you're here, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for having me here.
Very good.
Give me
It's my
opportunities
pleasure.
to practice my English. Thank you.
And I hope to see you around.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. There you go. That's a good point, right? That is a good point. There's more than one way, of course. It has more than one point. It can be both good and bad for feeling lonely. Um, it definitely can also show you the fake reality. It can show you only the happy moments people share. It doesn't show you maybe the hardship they go through. Good practice. That's how you do it. Let me get some water. My voice is getting dry. And I want somebody else to answer the question, okay? This question is for you. Does social media make you feel lonely? Make you feel lonely? I'm not talking about people in general. I'm talking about you. Does social media make you feel lonely? Yes or no? If you want to share, you need to click the multi-guest, but you also need to comment down below. Okay, comment down below. I want to, but my English level A1, not if you can write that sentence. It's A2. Congratulations. Congratulations. Vanessa, thank you for sharing. Don't overshare. Appreciate it. It is a good way. It is a good way to talk about it, I think. Nina, if you want to talk, you need to click the button down below. I cannot invite you. Can we talk about this important? That's what I'm asking you. Does social media make you feel lonely? You can talk about it right now. You just have to say, let me try in the comments down below, and I will invite you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope you're doing well. All right.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello again, Mr.
Good to see you
Lucas.
again.
Uh,
So, the last time you were listening a lot to the
yeah,
boys, this time it's all you. Tell us, how
but wait,
does social media make you feel lonely?
why your video is paused?
False? What do you mean?
Pause. Your live
Huh?
video. I cannot see you.
You cannot see me? Oh, maybe you need to change your screen? I don't know. I can see myself.
Those people can see you.
Yeah, sometimes it happens when you answer or you disconnect that the screen goes black. It happens.
Okay, now I will share what's mine.
Go
And
ahead.
for the first, I'm sorry if my English is not good, but I
Your
hope
English is good. We
you
already know
understand
that.
what I say. No, no, I'm not. And then I just want to share that I'm using social media, but I have some friends from my school, but then
Mhm.
they are leave me. I mean, like they're not inviting me for something where everywhere they are going to, and then that's the point when I see that I'm lonely. I'm nobody, and like, oh, they're not interested with me like that.
It makes you feel kind
And
of bad, right?
yeah, that's right. I don't know why. I keep treat them with nice, with kindness, but I don't know why they're being like that.
Yeah, that is very strange indeed. And in those cases, it definitely makes you feel lonely if you see them doing something without you, right?
Yeah, that's right.
But has social media also helped you to connect maybe with other people?
Hmm. And sometimes I don't know, am I feel angry or lonely, but I just feel like okay, when I see it, I have to forget it. I have to understand that I don't have some important for them maybe, or yeah, I just need to do whatever what I need to do, so I don't have to look at them. Just it.
Sure. So in that case, you just want to turn off your social media, right?
Yeah, that's right.
That makes sense. That makes sense. But luckily, there's always other people to find, right? Maybe these
Hmm.
friends are not your real friends,
Yeah,
and there are much
that's
better
right.
people to find.
Yeah, that's right. I just know that's the story from my school, and then the same story from my college, and then like okay, I need to stop from friendship maybe. I ever think like that, but no, I don't want like I do live. We'll live in this world. We need a friend,
Sure.
even 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 we cannot do something or nothing. At least I can be their listener or someone they can call when they need. I want to be like that.
Of course. Of course. And since the last time, have you joined the Discord? Because there's a lot of great people on Discord.
Not yet. I'm still busy. I'm hanging out and working.
Oh, so you are busy, I see.
I'm sorry. I will join next time.
No, do it when it works for you, of course. Don't feel obligated. But when
Yeah.
you're talking about these kind of friends, maybe they don't have the same interest as you anymore. Maybe something changed. So you gotta find the people that fit with you right now.
Yeah,
And
that's
maybe you
right.
can find them there.
But there's another things. I found a friend. I mean, like now she's my best friend. But then,
Hmm.
when she have a boyfriend, then she have no time anymore for me. Yeah, now I'm feeling lonely
Gotta find
again.
another friend.
Uh, I don't know.
I know it can be very difficult, and this is a good example of how it can make you feel lonely.
Yeah. I'm a bit
But I
shy, but
hope
I just want to share about this.
exactly we can all learn from you sharing your story, and it's a good practice. Thank you for sharing, Shalina.
Thank you, Mr. Lucas.
And don't forget to join the practice. Thank you for sharing, Shalina.
Thank you, Mr. Lucas.
And don't forget to join. Do it. That is how you do it. Yes. That's a good example of how it can make you feel lonely, you know? Maybe people don't invite you and then they go have fun by themselves. You realize they're not really your friends. But remember that there are always more people out there. The friends you lose, get new friends. There are always more people out there if you want. They don't come flying to you. You have to do some effort for it. But you can join our Discord by going to the link in my profile. Just scroll down. It says join Discord community. Yes. You go to learnwithlucas.com and you can join the community for free. It's free. So I would say it's a good way to learn English. Because it's free? No, because it's fun. Many people there learning together. So today the question is, before you join me, I want to have one more person answer this specific question. After this, we have another question, but does social media make you feel lonely? That's the question. Who wants to answer the question? And after that, I'll answer the question. Your English is poor, that's why you're here learning with us. Manasseh, please stop spamming the share button. It's okay. It's enough. If you want to share, just let me know in a sentence, okay? You are not a monkey, please give me a sentence. Just like this. Well done. I want to share my opinion. Great. What's up?
Hello.
Good. After, you're gonna say something?
Yes.
There we go.
So, yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So can you tell me, how does social media, does it make you feel lonely?
In my opinion, based my experiences, when when I am used the social media for my life, it's so very unlicious, unuseful for my, because you know we cannot find the real one in social media, like like we when we get the real life, when we meet the person in eyes to eyes, we can deep talk and more liveful. After when we use a
Mm-hmm.
social media, is so many, like that the impactful for yourself is not used, is it can be being your life being a boring too, when you're not like the use the social media for the better, like that.
Yes. And specifically for you, do you have an example of why it makes you feel lonely or not? Like, have you made many new friends online?
Yes, I have a lot of many friends on this social media, but I cannot find, like when I'm talk to person in deeply, when we gather out and bonding together in the real life, I cannot find
Mm-hmm.
the core of the mean of the idea where when we talk with somebody in online, just like that. The differences.
Yes, it's very different, of course, from meeting someone face to face. And have you had a bad experience that sometimes it makes you feel lonely?
Yes, I have once the bad experiences when through my like you know after I useful the social media like so many times, and then I just find the happiness in the temporary times. Just
Mm.
after after I look at all these many of features of that the social media over here, it's like it's kind of the boring because like many people that I found at the social media is not a good for the better for I mean like educations, informations, or any kind of this uh, 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 any kind of this social media overs. I mean like that.
That makes sense. That makes total sense to me. Well, thank you for sharing your point of view. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
And it's nice talking to you. Your English sounds good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hope to see you around. Bye bye.
Goodbye.
It's a good point, guys. It is a good point. Just like the main question asking, does social media make you feel lonely? Has both sides. Both sides, we have examples of how it makes you feel. And that's how it is. It is hard to say anytime that there's just one point of view to a certain question, to a certain thing. That there's just one point of view. It's not always yin or yang. A little bit of both. Different situation, different feeling. But I believe, in my point of view, like I told you I would share, for me, social media used to make me feel lonely. It used to make me feel lonely because you see all those guys going on vacation together and people having a good time, these big groups of friends, which I never had. But then I realized that's not the kind of thing I am actually looking for. Otherwise, I would have had it by now. The thing I'm looking for is a few close friends, a few close people, and a great community like the one we got. So right now, it doesn't make me feel lonely at all. Nothing, no. Because the people that are around me is the people I want to have around me, and I hope more and more English learners can join us and have a good time with us. Because it is a lot of fun. That's my point of view. I did not turn off the request, but every question I will have 3 people answer and then we move on to the next question. Because if I just do the same question, then nobody is gonna watch this live stream. I have a question for you in the comments down below, without speaking, just in the comments. Listen up. Does social media make you feel like you have to be perfect? Now that's a good question. Does social media make you feel like you have to be perfect? Answer that question in the comments down below. Think about it. Answer it in a sentence. Does it make you feel like you need to be perfect? Because you see all these amazing people on Instagram, you see all these great vacations, good times. Does it make you feel like you have to be better than you are right now? That you have to show off the best things about you and not show your sad moments? Does it make you feel like you have to be perfect? This is a question for in the comments. The next question you can answer again with your voice. It depends on the user. I'm asking you personally. Does it make you feel like you need to be perfect? I'm here to ask you the question. Yes, Toronto, you, Canadians, you represent all the Canadians right now. Does social media make you feel like all the Canadians have to be nice? Everybody's not perfect. Yes, imperfection is more interesting. It's a good point. But sometimes, it makes you feel like you have to be better. I think it is a good point. Maybe for me, perfect is not the right word. Because I will answer. As a social media creator, I know I can't be perfect. I know that something is always not good. Then my live streams have lag, then the lighting isn't good enough, then this doesn't work or that breaks. I know I can't be perfect. So I try to get as close to perfect as I can with the things I have. But does it make me feel like I have to be perfect? No. However, it does make me feel like I have to keep getting better and better and better. It makes me feel like I have to improve myself every week, every month, every year. So you guys keep watching. You guys keep learning with me to make sure that I improve. I think instead of that, I think I need to be perfect. It helps me to improve myself. So that's more positive than negative. For you guys, it gives me a punch of motivation. Good point. Good point. Good morning to you too. You are perfect? No. We should always try our best. Should we always try to be perfect? You always try to be better than your best. Hey, your best is all you can do, but you always aim for just above what you know you can do. I'm not pretty, but I keep trying my best to have good maintenance, even maybe it's not enough. Yes, good point. Many people create fake profiles to show what they are not, just to look perfect for others. Yes, those people think they need to be perfect on social media. But I feel like in our community of English learners, 96-7% of you is so real. 96-7% of you is so real because you are here to learn English. Why would you lie? We will figure out that you are not perfect at English. That's why you're here learning. You are not perfect. That's why you're trying to improve. You are shy. That's why you're speaking. Here, it's okay not to be perfect. That's why you can be yourself. It's necessary not to be perfect, otherwise you wouldn't be here. I mean, maybe you would be here to teach. But I'm not perfect. I make so many mistakes. But we're just here to get better. And I feel like our community, we support each other to get better at English, to get more confidence. These are the two main things I always give you: speaking and confidence. We're real, we're not AI. And AI is also not perfect. Maybe in 10 or 20 years it will be perfect, but right now it's not that perfect. Just like this water, it's empty. Well, yeah, it's not empty, but we learn every day from our mistakes. Yes, exactly. Luckily, your boy has another water. Huh. You thought that was my last water? Absolutely not. I always have more, guys. Gotta keep drinking. So for me and for you, I think, even though we see people that feel like they have to be perfect, most of us are not like that. You should play swords with all that water. I do not get the reference. I'm sorry. I do not get this reference. I did make my table wet. Oof. To take classes in English, I prefer a climate where one can make mistakes. This is the climate. Cheers. Cheers to being not perfect, guys. Cheers to being shy. Cheers to improving our English together. Where's camera guy when you need him? He's busy these days. He's traveling a lot. I think everybody has flaws. Yes, absolutely they do. Absolutely they do. All right. So these are some good questions to think about your mental health when it comes to social media. Social media in general. It's a very difficult question. It's a very difficult question. Confidence, speak more. You don't have the courage to speak, you gotta start. It is confidence or speaking. You don't have confidence, you need to speak. Otherwise, good luck. That's all I can give you. You better hope and pray. Hope you believe in a God. Otherwise, to build confidence, you just gotta start speaking. You can speak to yourself, right? You're not too shy to speak to your cat or talk in the mirror. That's how you build confidence. Start small, build up. Say anything, anytime. Congratulations. You build confidence. Watch today's video. You build confidence. That's literally what I say at the end of today's video. Congratulations. You just build confidence. I think this is a good question to ask you guys to speak about. Okay? I don't give the topics before Friday. Today I gave it like half an hour before the live stream. I want you to prepare a whole essay. It's English, okay? This is not a IELTS test exam. All right, I'm gonna open up the speaking again, then I'm gonna give you the next question. Because that's what we're here for you to practice your speaking and share your point of view. This is the wrong one. I need to click the right one. Lucas, please click the right one. Thank you. Okay. I have a question for you. Because when I'm asking you if it's good for your mental health, if you notice, it's a lot about your emotions, happy or sad. Do you think it's addictive? Does it make you feel lonely? Mental health. These are all part of mental health. Now the question is, does social media make you feel anxious or stressed? Does social media make you feel anxious or stressed? First of all, before we start speaking, give me the definition of anxious. Give me the definition of anxious, guys. Does social media make you feel anxious or stressed? That's the question. Nervous, anxious, like nervous, worried, yes. Anxious is like a combination of emotions. It's like a bigger part. Let me check the definition of anxious. Agitated. Doesn't have to be agitated. That's more like angry. Does social media make you feel anxious or stressed? That's the question I want you to answer. When somebody sees you, it makes you feel anxious. Welcome to social media. Depends on the brain, your brain. I'm asking you. I'm asking you. My ex did. I'm not talking about your ex. Social media. Does social media make you feel anxious or stressed? Who wants to share their story? This is your chance. Multi-guest down below, just send a comment. Please let me share. Don't say one word. Just say a sentence, okay? You are a human, not an AI. You can use a sentence. Me is one word. You are not a me. You are not a horse. What's up, guys? I feel anxious when I'm in contact with my stars and they answer me. Oh, you mean your idols? I see. That makes sense. That makes sense. Welcome. If this is your first time, we're learning English, but today we're talking about, does social media make you feel anxious or stressed? This is your time to speak. It's Speaking Practice Friday. Every Friday we do it like this. Tomorrow is challenge day again, guys. Tomorrow you are going to cry again. Today is the day you can practice your speaking. Challenge day makes you feel anxious, right? And stressed? Trying to be in the top 10. I understand. I think young people are most common victims of negative effects, like being anxious. Makes sense. Who wants to share how you feel? You gotta give me a sentence, guys. Just say, yeah, please let me share. Or can I share my thought? Write it in the comments. You can talk. Jan, thank you so much for the rose. Thank you for your support, guys. And Rosangela, I do really appreciate it. Anxious or stressed? Does social media make you feel anxious or stressed? That's the question. That is the question. All right, welcome.
Welcome. Hey,
Nice to have you with us.
wait. Your video is
Always.
paused. I cannot
Yeah,
see it.
somebody else said that happened. Don't worry, everybody else can see.
Yeah.
It has to do with a connection thing.
Okay, maybe I'll
So
start.
tell me, does social media make you feel anxious or stressed?
Yeah, I think, I don't know, sometime I feel like maybe there's some quote or like words. It reminds me of my past trauma or my past mistake. And it feels makes me like I'm feeling guilty, blaming myself, and
Are you afraid it's
and
gonna happen again?
yeah, it makes me feel sad, crying, sometimes shaking. I don't know.
Sure. But do you think that's because of social media or is it because of this past thing that happened?
Yeah, because especially on TikTok, people share about quotes or words. Then it affects me. It affects
And
me.
why do you think it affects you?
I don't know. It's the word reminds me something, and it feels. I don't know. It makes me stress. It makes me remind my past trauma, past mistake. I don't know.
Okay, so do you think social media is a good thing for you personally or not?
Sometimes social media give my confidence back. Because some people give me a support, even though they are not here. But yeah, they are supporting people on
You
social
know
media.
they're somewhere there for you.
Yeah,
That
even though
makes
they're
total sense.
just on social media.
Sure. So
Yeah,
you say it's also important, social media for you, even though it can make you feel bad, it can also help you out by finding the people that can be there for you.
yeah. Sometimes it helpful.
Hmm. Yeah, that makes total sense. And just a quick question in between. Is this the first day you're watching my live stream?
Yeah, this is my
Welcome.
yeah. Then I follow you. I just follow you.
Well, every Friday we're talking about subjects like this, but normally I'm just an English teacher. And you're also welcome to join our community with very nice people.
Yeah. Thank you, thank you. Yeah.
Hey, thank you for sharing your point of view. We appreciate it.
Okay, okay.
Hope to see you around.
Yeah, thank you so much. This has helped me a lot.
Glad to hear that. What a nice guy. What a nice guy. And thank you, Toronto. I also think he's a cool guy. Thank you for being open about your feelings. It's really hard to do that. And we appreciate your sharing it because no matter what you share, somebody here is, you're going to help somebody out. Maybe you think your English is bad, somebody else is going to learn from your English. Maybe you feel bad about something, you share the story, somebody else will think, I feel that way too. You know, this topic specifically, anxious, stressed, lonely, makes me think, Mom, we should do a live stream together again soon. My mom and I haven't had a live stream for a while. Maybe we should do one together again soon. I think that's a good point, right? Yes? Yeah, you agree, right? If you don't know, my mom is watching the live stream right now, and every month, normally, we talk about a topic like this. We've talked about relationships, love, and we can definitely also talk about this. I think it's a good topic. Mom, write it down. Social media, lonely, anxious, stressed. Is it good, bad? Anyway, thank you for sharing your point of view. I want to hear from someone else. I want to hear from someone else. The specific answer to the question, does social media make you feel anxious or stressed? Does social media make you feel anxious or stressed? You. I'm not saying anyone else. You. Okay? Does it make you feel stressed? Who wants to answer the question just now? Somebody else can talk. You're welcome to do so. No, for Toronto, it's all the Canadians. Does social media make all the Canadians feel anxious and stressed? You're the only one that can answer for everyone. Could I write a question? You can just listen. Does social media make you feel anxious or stressed? Who wants to talk about it? Here, write it in the comments down below. Say, I like to share, I like to talk. And you can do that. I'm just making sure that my flesh is in the right place. What's your question, my friend? Go ahead. If you don't know, I burned my knee a while ago. And today I took off all the scabs, the bad parts. I took them off to make sure it can heal well. I took the dirty things out with my very clean finger and I cleaned it with soap and I put a Vaseline on top. So we're trying to keep it clean. Grace, you'd like to share? Love to hear from you.
Hi, Lucas.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
Glad to have you
So,
here with us again.
yeah, thank you, Lucas. So, I want to share that social media make me anxious and stressed when I spend a lot of my time on social media. Like, why I'm not doing any productive thing? Like, why I'm doing unproductive thing like this?
Like you are wasting your time and you know it, and you're like, oh,
Yeah,
why am I doing this to myself?
yeah, you're right.
Yes. So how does it make you feel stressed? Like you're just like, okay, I'm wasting my life away, or like how does it make you feel stressed? Like you are watching all these things, but you're not actually doing something, maybe.
Yeah, that's one of them. And sometimes I'm watching like unnecessary videos too. Like it's
I
very
think we all do that.
unuseful.
I think we all do that. Yes. So, but does something specific on social media also make you feel bad? Like you are watching people that have a great job that you would want, and that makes you feel bad because you're watching videos, or
Mm, actually, no. Um, because mostly I'm watching like positive video or content like learning, like psychological tricks or whatever, something positive. But if I spend a lot of time on social media, it make me stress.
that makes sense. Yes. Have you had those things where you're like, where did the last 2 hours go? What happened?
I'm sorry, what did you
Like you'd be
say?
watching. Like, where did the last 2 hours go? Like, what happened to my time?
Yeah.
Maybe in that case. Yeah. That makes total sense. And I think many people here can relate to what you say. Thank you, Grace. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Lucas.
And you're doing great. Keep on
Yeah,
speaking.
I'm doing.
See you.
See you.
Very good. Yes, it makes you feel anxious like that because you're wasting your time. Because you're like, why am I doing this? Why am I watching all this content? Yeah, that makes sense. If you see your ex on Facebook, you're too old. Don't. Why would you be on Facebook? Sorry, I also have Facebook. Don't use it. Nothing personal, guys. Nothing personal. Let me drink some water and I'll let one more person answer the question. Anxious or not? There's never been a value in Facebook. There's never a good video on Facebook, guys. Okay? TikTok might be better than Facebook. Depends what you saw on social media. Sometimes motivate, sometimes laugh, sometimes make me sad. But does it make you feel anxious or stressed? That's the question. Anxious or stressed? Doris, you need to apply. Otherwise, I cannot accept you into the call. Did anybody else say they wanted to speak? You need to say it in the comments. Then I will accept your call. Don't just say me. Okay, say, give me a full sentence. I think social media is very helpful. because I started studying English in social media, yes, it can definitely be very helpful, of course. The question is, does social media make you feel anxious or stressed? This is the last time I ask you. If you want to apply, there's a button down below. Multi-guest button. I like to speak. There you go. You need to apply, otherwise I cannot invite you, my friend. There's a button down below. If you don't see the button, then you need to change your privacy setting. There's a setting in TikTok you need to turn on. All right. Hello.
Hello,
Glad to have you with us.
same here. How are you?
Doing well. Thank you for asking. So, what do you think? Does social media make you anxious and stressed?
Um, I would like to check kind of experience, right? There were a time when actually social media makes me stressed and anxious because I wasn't there on purpose, you know. I'll just come on social media, watch other people life, not define clearly the kind of content that I want to have on my social media. So I'll be seeing people making their best life and I'll feel like anxious. Am I not good enough? Am I not working enough to be having such life? Until the time that I decided the kind of content that I want to be having on my social media. One of my main goals is to be learning. So if it's not for learning, then something fun that will help me reduce my stress, smile,
Oh,
kind
yes.
of stuff, and stay updated about the news around the world and also
Yes,
music.
that's very smart. So
So
you
it
have a
makes
good
me
control over what you are
exactly.
watching.
I follow only stuff that I'm interested on. If not news, music, or a a account that talk about books, so it make me not having stuff that will make me feel anxious or stressed. So from there I started having a very good relationship with being on social media.
That's very nice. That is a very positive view to have, and it must make you feel good then to be able to
Actually,
learn from these things.
does. And also the fact that that time you don't just know what to post. When people will be posting a valuable content, maybe you'll be you want to post but you just don't know what to post. So I started working, or I also want to do something, I want to contribute to make a change as small as it can be. So I started also produce
That's
as
wonderful.
small content as I can, make knowing that there is someone somewhere that this content will be useful for. No need to be 1,000 person. Even if it is one person, I'm definitely fine with that because it helped me have an impact on someone's life. So yeah, that's it.
Exactly, and that's the exact reason I'm here, to just be able to help people out with whatever you're sharing, no matter if it's one person or 1,000, is a great thing to do. So thank you so much for that.
My pleasure, and thanks also you for sharing your knowledge with us.
It's my pleasure to have you with us, and it's good to see you around.
Always.
Hope to see you soon again.
Definitely. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Okay.
Great. That is exactly right. If you have the control, if you have that control over your own social media and you make sure you only look at the content that you are interested in, then absolutely it's a good thing. Why would it make you feel anxious and stressed? Why are you watching the things that make you feel anxious and stressed? Why are you not focusing on the things that are helping you out, helping you get better, or make the things for other people to help them get better in whatever it is you're doing? That's the beautiful thing about creating content. You can choose what you do. There's an easy way. Copy and paste other people respond to games or those kind of things. But is this the content you want to give people? Is this the thing you want to share? That's a good question. In my case, I thought about doing that a lot of times. But in the end, for me, it's about value. It's about an actual value to improve your life, not just to entertain. Because entertainment is important. In this day and age, you cannot go around it. But if I can entertain you and teach you some English, great. If I feel stressed, I just don't open social media. Very smart. So you have an alternative to social media? What do you think? Does social media make you feel anxious or stressed? It makes me sometimes, it doesn't make me anxious. Anxious is no feeling I ever get. However, it does make me feel stressed sometimes because it is my job. I am trying to make it into my job. So social media makes me stressed in the way that I always need to improve. I always need to get better so I can make sure that this is my full-time job. And that everything is a responsibility, even social media. That means that it's a pressure. Maybe it's pressure. It's not sincerely stress, but and it's also not a bad thing. It is good to have this kind of pressure to make the best of yourself, to keep improving. So that's what I also will be doing in the next few weeks. That's the idea, at least. Tomorrow, I'm gonna finish some things to give you guys the course. I'm gonna update the website, and then next week, the whole week, I am just focusing on one platform at a time, starting with Instagram. I'm gonna update each social media to be as good as it can be in 1 week for as many people to learn English for free every single day. And to join our community, because our community is great. Don't forget that. Are you still posting live streams? I just did it again, Elias. I haven't done it for 5 days just because I was finishing the course. But today is the first day. I uploaded yesterday's live stream again. You can check it out right now with Lucas. And of course, tomorrow you're going to see this one too. By the way, Lucas, I already bought the course. Awesome! That's very kind of Rienti to help you out. Send me a message on Discord. I'm gonna forget. Send me a message on Discord. I'll give you the link to the full course on Discord. And don't worry, the course is only the price of one Starbucks coffee, $3.69. $3.69. So, I have a few more questions for you, and that's the end, okay? Because I don't want to drag it out too much. Because you can learn so many things, but you can also get too much information. Listen, I have a question. Important question, maybe. Do you think that social media can help people get support from others when they need it? Can you find real support just on social media? What do you think? Can social media help people get support from others? when they need it? Or is that your purpose for being here? Is that your purpose for maybe being here today? To find support, to hang out with our community and have a good time. On conditions? Maybe, yes. Maybe it's not just a yes. It depends. Can social media be a... Yes, can social media help you find support? Is support over social media real support? Is it real? Is it a real connection is the question maybe? Or do you need to have a real person next to you? Difficult. It does connect people. Yeah, absolutely. People can help some things until it went viral. I'm not sure what you mean. It can help sometimes. Absolutely. Yes, social media can support you and help you in some ways. But the only one who can support you is yourself. Sure. I have beauty content. This is my second job. When I'm stressed with my real job, I can feel better. That's a very good way. So it's like your hobby, it's your passion. Then social media can definitely help you out. You can find the people, have a concern to help you out. Yes. But me, I think if you want social media to help you, it's a good way. Yes. Maybe it depends on why you are on social media. Why are you here? Are you really searching for a connection? Or is there something in your real life that's not good? Are you trying to hide away, run away? Or are you actually looking for some online people to talk to? It's a good question. Good question. Can social media be a helpful tool for mental health professionals? Do you think that you can find a mental health professional online to help you improve your mental health? Do you think social media is a useful tool for mental health professionals? Because you have to think about it. Mental health is something really personal. I don't think you can compare it to English teaching, because I can teach you something which will relate to at least a few of you, but mental health is really, really personal, although there are some general statements you could make. There's a lot of professionals who have mental social media accounts that discuss mental health. Yes, it can definitely help you too. My therapy is online. That's a good point. That's a good point. So you think that social media can help those mental health professionals. But are you not afraid that some of these people that say they are mental health professionals are not mental health professionals? Because you see this a lot, not in mental health, but you see this a lot with doctors on TikTok. There are a lot of fake doctors on TikTok. We had this trend maybe a year or 2 years ago. There were a lot of doctors who said, you need to do this, you need to do that. And then a real doctor looks at it and it's like, no, that doesn't make any sense. It can also be dangerous. It can also be very, very dangerous. Because mental health is something you have to be really careful with. But you don't need to consult a doctor for the message that gets you. Yeah, but like, it's like, you know, I burn my leg, right? My leg is burned. You give me advice. Lucas, you should do this. You're not a doctor. Maybe your advice is really bad. Maybe it's your truth, but it's really bad. Maybe you see these mental health professionals that tell a really good story, but what they're saying is actually doesn't make any sense. Because some people are really good storytellers, but they don't have the facts. Like, for me, I know things about English through my experience. Do I know factual things about how much you should be speaking, listening? No. But I never tell you about it either. I don't get. I always tell you, I think, from my experience, maybe being skeptical, it can be a good tool for mental health professionals. Yes. If you're careful. But I do think that, especially for countries where people don't learn about mental health, having social media can be really, really important. The same as English. For countries where you don't have a big chance to learn English in your school or with people around you, having social media is a great, great resource. It is so, so important. It is much more important than having a private English teacher. I sometimes clear my display when I use TikTok because the comment section is always toxic. You're watching the wrong videos. My English learning videos are mostly not toxic. Maybe 1%. You always have those haters. Need a balance. That makes sense. A balance, absolutely. Does social media make you feel like you are wasting your time? Now, how about you answer this with the cry emoji and a love emoji? If you think it's wasting your time, cry emoji. If you think social media doesn't waste your time, smile emoji. Does social media make you feel like you are wasting your time? First impressions, don't think too much about it. Answer the question. Does social media make you feel like you are wasting your time? For me, if I'm not live streaming myself or talking to you guys privately, yes. Because almost every single video I used to watch is just BS. It's not a video that's gonna help me out today or tomorrow. But if I connect with you guys, these live streams, most of the times, they're not a waste of time at all. I think they can be very useful for me and for you. Most people think it's not a waste of time. And it's probably because you're part of our community, right? It's because you're learning English with us. Good point. True. Very true. Where's the emoji for an in-between answer? There's no emoji for that. Sometimes you have to make a choice. Sometimes you have to make a choice. Seller boy, I'm smooth. It's not selling, it's free. Discord is free. Telegram is free. I didn't say anything about the course. Do you feel like it's wasting your time? Why? Let me ask you. Why do you feel like it's wasting your time? Just give me an example down below. Write in one sentence. Don't write a whole story. Just one sentence. Why do you feel like it's wasting your time? Is it because you're watching stuff you're actually not interested in? Is it because it's actually making you feel worse? Because you're watching all these people having a happy life? And you're sitting here on your phone scrolling? Why do you feel like it's wasting your time? Do you only teach English? Well, most of what I do is teaching English, yes. What else do you want me to do? Be a TikTok doctor? Now I should be working. Yeah, exactly. You should be working, but here you are. A lot of repetitive things, fake happiness, yes. I'll come back soon. Okay, tomorrow probably. I can give you a good example of Chinese social media. Chinese social media is an absolute waste of time. I have never seen any good content on Chinese social media. And that's because Chinese social media is really focused on the young audience. Even though they say it's not, it's focused on the 15-year-olds. So there's many girls dancing. There are many guys doing weird jokes, like stealing money. These are like really popular videos. How to steal money. It's not only a waste of time, it's the opposite. It's really, really bad influence on people. So you gotta be careful with social media. You gotta be careful with social media. Can social media help people improve their mental health by connecting them with resources and information? The toughest question of them all. Can social media help people improve their mental health by connecting them with resources and information? Or is it like we just said, that there are so many fake doctors out there, it's more bad than good? If you want a Discord, send me a message or go to the link in my profile. All my social media links are right there for free on my website, learnwithlucas.com. You can also buy the course there. It's just one coffee. Guess you follow the correct people? Yeah, that's important. Following the correct people. Depends on the source and the person. Exactly. Depends on the source and the person. And sometimes it's really, really tough to find the right people. Like, I have been here on TikTok for 6 months, and this is the first day you are watching me. Yes, you. It's the first day you watch me. And you're like, hey, this is actually really good content, but why didn't I see this before? I had to go through so much crap to find Lucas. That's how it goes. You gotta go through a lot of trash to find the gold. Hey, gold. Anyway, trust issues could be. Yeah, social media, bad things can happen. Absolutely. Absolutely. A lot, yes. So we have gone through the questions to try and answer the most difficult question. Is social media good for mental health? It's a really, really tough question because mental health has so many aspects, so many sides to it. Happy, sad, addictive, lonely, anxious, stress, being perfect, like just help like feeling waste of time. These are all parts of mental health, so it's really tough to talk about. But you can think about it. And I would say the best tip I can give you about social media, don't stop watching, because it's really hard not to watch social media. But start watching the things you are actually interested in. Start watching the things you actually like. Because often you find yourself watching things you don't care about. You just watch the guy in a random country in the world play soccer. Who cares? You just watch somebody play Fortnite for 30 minutes. Who cares? You don't have to stop scrolling, but scroll through the things you actually enjoy and things that actually have value for your life. Because stop scrolling, really difficult. Really, really difficult. But to keep scrolling in something that you like, much easier. And you're gonna feel so much better if you stop wasting your time for hours watching something you don't care about. Right, Grace? So I just want to say thank you for joining me today on this topic of mental health, which is incredibly difficult. So if you want to watch back this live stream You can check it again tomorrow on YouTube with Lucas, WITH Lucas. You can find all my past live streams, except for a few, because I was busy. You're gonna get those too. And I will share those also in our Telegram community with 2,000 people, Discord community with 1,200 people. Join us, because it's a good time. It is a really good time we always have. Continue to the third video of the course. Let's go! Keep watching the course. And send me a message if you're curious about the course. Send me a message. It's $3.69. It's not $50, $100, $200. It is $3.69 for 30 videos to improve your speaking and confidence. $3.69. It's not a scam. You can ask the people in the comments to help you improve. You can find it on the website learnwithlucas.com. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Shout out to Toronto, Blue, Sala, Valeria, Patty, Tinsham, Anna Maria, Fernanda, Wahina, Yapin, C, Grace. Thank you for your hearts. Thank you for your gifts, because without you, I couldn't do this. Without you, I couldn't give you the free content every day. I appreciate you. See you guys tomorrow. Send me a message if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer. And see you on Discord. Or in the course. It can also be the course. Bye-bye, guys. Have an amazing day, okay? You're an amazing person. You deserve an amazing day. See you later.